Hi you guys, how are you? Welcome to 2023. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah. This is my YouTube channel, Stitching by Sarah. I'm not going to use the term little like I normally do sarcastically, but this is my about my big old addiction that's called cross stitch. So when I made my video on December 28th, I told you I'd be coming back today, Friday the 6th. That would be the next time I saw you. I forgot that I was going to do a video on all my starts and finishes for 2022. If you didn't see that video, it was published on January 3rd. If you watched that video, or if you follow me on Instagram, you're gonna know what today's video is about. Have I told you that I'm not very good at following my own plans? And yes, I did state that I wasn't going to start any more big things, but so if you weren't at on the last video, I had said I had a notion on, or maybe I first mentioned it on the December video, but I definitely told you about this on my last video, on the starts and finish video. So I had a lot of projects kitted up, and I thought, well, I might as well, I had the, as I called it, a wild hair to start all my projects this month that are kitted up. Well, I counted them, and of course there's 31, so you know, that's like a big old mocking, like, all right, you got 31 days in January, you got to do 31 starts in January. So I am doing a start a day, or if it happens to be a day that I'm working 12 hours and I come home and I don't feel like it, I may start 2 on one day, but there's going to be 31 starts in January. And some of them are big. Yes, I know I said I'm not going to start anything else big. I decided I might as well just get them started and, you know, add to my insanity. Oh, so that's the intro today. It's all about starts. First of all, my featured FFO. I am going to put a picture here. This is my very first large cross stitch that I ever did. This is from Paula Vaughan. This is called From This Day Forward. I made it for one of my friends, Jenny, as a wedding present. It was completed in 1994. The fabric, back then all I stitched on was like 14 or 16 count aida, so I think it's either a 14 or 16 count white aida. And actually, if you look at it compared to the pattern, let me put you on hold and I'll show you what I'm going to talk about. I am a fudger from way back, so I'll try to put a picture, you know, a screen in the screen picture. So I'm a fudger from back in 94. You'll notice that the picture is the same up until about this area. I miscounted for some reason, and this part of the pattern is not on the pattern that I gave to Jenny because, you know, I ran out of room. So I decided to fudge it. She wasn't getting the full picture. So as you can see, I'm a fudger from way back. My featured friend this week is our friend Heather. I'm going to put a picture right here, pictures of what she's doing. So she said that she was finally able to get started on her Jeanette Douglas bouquet sampler chart that you've seen me working on. Her plan is to stitch each one into a needle book. So this is her start. She's got the fabric temporarily gridded and will cut after more stitching. She's doing it on 28 count vintage country mocha Lugana 1/1. I didn't see that before. Holy cow, girl. She says not her favorite, but it's the only neutral round that she had, and she's determined not to buy anything extra. She says, thankfully the charts are small and simple. However, she already made a counting mistake within the first 15 stitches, so now she's fudging it for the rest of the way. and she is using the DMC version. So remember, if you are interested in being a featured friend of mine, all you have to do is send me a picture of either something you're like Heather did. She sent me something she started, or if it's something that's in progress. I have a friend that I'm going to talk to about sending me her progress on something. Or if it's something you just finished stitching, or if it's something you fully finished stitching and you want to be proud and show it off to the world. Well, what little world I touch, but if you want others to see what you do, just send me either an email, through Instagram, or if you have my text, go ahead and send it by text, but make sure you tell me to put it on my videos. If I don't have, if you don't say put it on my videos, then I'm not going to put it on your video or on my video. I may ask you, I may say, hey, do you want me to put this on my Flosstube? And then you can tell me yes or no. All right, so let's get into the insanity. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 6 new starts. So I'm going to go in order of the way I started them. So y'all, you guys know about this one. I had told you I was going to restart Starry Night After Van Gogh. This is the project that is a kit project. It has wool acrylic floss on it, and I did not like it at all. So I converted it mainly to DMC, and that is my teeny tiny little start. And I think that's basically where I got to on the other fabric before I said, screw it, I hate it. Fabric is just a 14 count Charles Craft Aida. And the 3 up here is to not only remind me that's the top, but it's to remind me to use 3 strands. I was using 2 strands. You probably can't see it. The coverage in there didn't look all that great to me. So actually you can see it better right there. So I started using 3 strands. I'll go through more floss, but the coverage will be better. Looking back on it, I should have started it on a black or a dark colored, so all that it wouldn't show through, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go. So that was much more pleasurable than the first time I started it. All right, this is actually my New Year's Day start. So what I've been doing is I just go in and my kitted projects are down here and down here. So I just go in and reach and pull something. I'm making myself, sorry, I am all over the place today. I'm making myself do this needlepoint pattern from the EGA from, was it last year or the year before, that I didn't start because I'm a little intimidated. So that is definitely, you're gonna see me try to struggle through that. I've done one needlepoint before and it was fairly easy, so hopefully that is hopefully I don't have too much problem with it. Anyways, back to my New Year Day start. I just went through my kitted projects and I pulled one, and this is the very first one I pulled. This is Coming to America by With My Needle. This was a stitch along, was that last year or the year before? Maybe even the year before that, I don't remember. It came as a kit. My fabric, I'm using all the floss that came with the kit. The fabric is 36 count Edinburgh Vintage Country Mocha. And I did this when I came home from work on New Year's Day. So that's about an hour and a half stitching. So that's my teeny tiny little start. If you don't know, Country Mocha, Vintage Country Mocha is printed. Oops, get back here. Printed on one side, you see all that variegation, but on the back side, it is not. So you have a choice of having an unvariegated, or the variegated. So I chose the variegated for this project. So that is my first start of what I'm calling January Start Palooza. You gotta have a hashtag. All right, start number 2 on January the 2nd. Pulled out and grabbed Reina DeLas Flores, a Bella Filipina chart. I have been wanting to start her for a long time, so I did. She wasn't as kitted up as I thought she was. I usually start at the top somewhere, like top left or the top center. I was going to start at the top center, but these are flosses that I didn't have. So I started in the middle. Love the fabric. I think she is going to pop on this fabric. This is a hand dyed by Rolanda. That is, yes. I've got my little T there to remind me that's top. So that is her dress. It's, you can't make anything out yet, but that is the beginning of her dress. And I said it's a hand dyed by Rolanda, 28 count Lugana, and she, it says F24, so I don't know if that's how she named her colors or her fabric, but absolutely love this fabric. All right, so that's my second start of this year. I'll just put everything back so I don't lose things. And of course, she comes with beads. All right, this is day number 3 start. This is the Star Spangled Street by Primrose Cottage. Primrose Cottage Stitches. Fabric I am using is the 32 count raw linen. And again, I have just that little bit of a start. I got a full tree in. I actually, I don't know, Heather, I don't know about you or anybody else here who's a labor and delivery nurse. Our unit has been exceptionally slow this week, so I was supposed to have paper days this week, and I got canceled from paperwork days, so I haven't worked since Sunday, New Year's Day. So I've gotten a lot done, stitching-wise. Hopefully it picks up, which usually it does. We have a lot of babies due this month. You guys probably don't care, but anyways, this is start number 4. This is Seasons in Time. This is a chart that I'm borrowing from a friend. This is by Elizabeth's Design. That is my favorite verse of every, out of the Bible. So this is my teeny tiny little start. So as you can see, there's satin stitches, there's straight stitches, and I am already off. That leaf is supposed to be over this way more. So I put that little leaf and flower in, and then I started with the word 2, and then I was going to put the words just so that I can gauge on the flowers. I don't know. It's staying. I'm going to deal with it. Fabric is a 32 count vintage maritime white. And that is my little start on Seasons in Time by Elizabeth's Design. All right. And then this next start, I started yesterday. I could not put it down. This is Bristol Berries 1 chart by Erica Michaels. I am doing the Bristol Orphanage Berry. So it looks like that. So I started this, and then I'd go stitch, or I'd go do some housework. I'd come back, stitch more on this, go do something, come back, stitch on this. So this is my start. The fabric, it doesn't have a tag. I've got to find out what this fabric is because I am absolutely in love with this fabric. It's not stiff like a Wichelt or a Weeks Dye Works, but it's not soft, you know, floppy. It's in between, and it's soft to touch, and the holes are big. I've got to find out what this fabric is. I absolutely love it. So that is my start on my Bristol Berry Bristol Orphanage Berry. I'll get it out. And I am using the color Licorice Red by Classic Colorworks as my red. So that is all my starts for this week. I do have 3 whips that I have done. So I have done more than just starts. So some people talk about having like a morning stitch that they do every morning, or a pattern that they put a strand a day in. I think I started that accidentally. So on Holiday Express, I have worked on this way more than a day or two. I've worked on this most mornings. Well, not most. Yeah, most mornings. I've worked at least, you know, half hour to an hour on it. So I am getting pretty well done. So Holiday Express is by Forbidden Fiber Co. This was a stitch along, a mystery stitch along, so I don't have a picture of what it's going to look like. But this is where it was last time you guys saw it. And this is where I'm at now. So you can see, oh, the wind kicked up. I am almost done. I have to finish the outside border and then finish the bottom of that train, and I'm done. And you can see the word believe in there. So the fabric is 28 count Polar by Forbidden Fiber Co. And the floss is also from Forbidden Fiber Co. This I have done probably, I'd say 5 or 6 days worth of work on this. So I think that's what I'm going to keep on doing, is have it as my morning stitch, or a strand a day. So days that I work my 12-hour shift, I don't stitch in the morning before I go to work. When I come home, if I'm not beat because they whipped us at work, saying it lovingly, you know, I will stitch maybe an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours. I may pull this out, or the days that I don't work my 12-hour shift, I get up, get a cup of tea, sit and watch TV, and I pull something out to stitch. So I think mornings, that's when I'm going to do this. Or if I come home from work and decide that I want to stitch on it. So I want to get this done. The next one in line to get done like that is Gingerbread Cookies by Stitching with the Housewives. This is where it was last time you guys saw it. And this is where it is now. I don't remember if the last time you saw it I had all that brown in that house, but I know this week I've been working on the white. I filled in the white of the little pink berries there. That house, I started that girl, and I started that house. So I know I definitely did that. And I've worked on this at least 2 days. So after I get Forbidden Fiber Co. Holiday Express done, then I'm gonna work on gingerbread cookies if it's not already done, and make that my morning stitch or a thread a day. My goal is to get at least a thread a day done on the days that I don't work my 12-hour shifts. All right, I have one last whip. This I worked on before December 31st. I worked on Autumn Quakers. Why I pulled out Autumn Quakers, I have no idea. This is where it was last time you guys saw it. And this is where I'm at now. So I worked on that motif right there. I got quite a bit done on that. Fabric is 28 count Queen Anne's lace. And I am using the three-stranded Valdani that is called for. Isn't that pretty? Those colors are gorgeous. Love it. All right. So that is all my stitching this week. There was a lot. So I don't have any haul except for one piece. This is something that I printed off the internet. If you are someone who they don't have the money to go out and buy patterns, go search for free patterns on the internet. There are all sorts of free patterns all over the place. I've seen at least 3 free patterns for the new year. I know Silver Creek Sampler posted a free pattern. This is Crickle Wood Crossings is on Instagram. They have a free pattern. There are free patterns all over the place, so you don't have to go out and buy all these expensive charts. So this is from Crickle Wood Crossing. I got this off of Instagram. It's a free chart. It's called Let's Seek Him. And as you can see, it says, Let's Seek Him Freebie 2023. Basically, it's saying the last few years have been tough. But the one thing that she knows is I'm loved by my Lord. So that's where I always turn to for comfort and peace. So you can go ahead and find her on Instagram. You can finish reading that whole piece. But I did print off the free chart that is on the next screen when you swipe the picture. So that is something I'm gonna put in my charts. And I am not starting it anytime soon. But I have that free chart. I want to thank Haley for the very, very sweet note. She sent me a thank you. She received scissor fobs from me. So you're very welcome. To everybody who received the scissor fobs or the floss rings. And that reminds me, last week I had told you that I was like 6 away from 700. I have gained almost 20 subscribers this week. Yay! I'm at, last I saw was 712. So let's do a giveaway. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go pull from my stash, and let me give you guys something good. I pulled 7 things for my 700 subscribers. So I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the comments below, when you see something you like, put that number. I will use the random comment picker, the random comment picker thingy. I would like you to be a subscriber because this is about 712 of you being my subscribers. Please like the video. You have to put the comment which ones you want. I don't care if you are only in the United States or if you're worldwide. I will send worldwide. So in the comments, if you like January trucking along, no, January calendar crates. If you like January calendar crates, this is number 1. This is Little House Needleworks coffee menu. If you're interested in coffee menu, put the number 2. This is Lavender and Lace. It's called Lady Claire. If you are interested in Lady Claire, put the number 3. This is Heart and Hand Needle and Thread. This is number 4. Twin Peak Primitives Smiling Faces. This is number 5. That's cute. Number 6 is I don't know why I can't say their name. Prairie Schooler Bunnies and Chicks. This is from 2005. So if you're interested in that one, this is number 6. And this is Young Design Spring Along the Roadside. This is a chart that I had duplicates of. So if you're interested in this one, this is number 7. Please don't say the word giveaway. Don't say the word free, win, any of those. And I am not responsible what happens after I give it to the Postal Service. So if it doesn't show up, I can see what I have that you might like, but you're not going to get the exact same thing. Especially if you want like the Prairie Schooler or the Spring Along the Roadside. So I hope y'all are having a good year already. I know it's only the 6th of January, but I hope your year so far has started very well. Let's see. We didn't do anything New Year's Eve. We're not really go out and party people. We were in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock like usual. I don't think there's anything else going on. Oh, I know what I was going to say. For the week that I'm on my cruise and I'm not going to make my video, I thought of doing a Stitch With Me, not a live Stitch With Me because I haven't gotten that advanced yet. But I thought I would answer questions. If you guys have any questions that you would like me to answer, either email them to me, send them to me via Instagram, or put the questions in the comments below. And I will answer questions. I will do, I think it's called Get to Know Your Needle Worker. I will pull that out. I'll find that and go through that. So if you have any questions for me in like 2 weeks, please let me know. So I'm going to let you guys go. I don't know if this is going to be a longer video than usual or not, but I will see you all on January 13th. Bye, guys.